Fallout 3 has a number of DLCs that you can play, but one of the downsides of these DLCs is that once you've played them once, you can't play them again. There really isn't a way for you to replay or relive the experiences of a DLC. However, there actually is a way. Hi, I'm Mo and I'm trapped in Fallout, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can replay an already played DLC. To keep this video simple, I am going to use the Operation Anchorage DLC. Now, you can see on my Pip-Boy screen that I have already completed the Operation Anchorage DLC. The first step to reactivating this particular DLC or any particular DLC would be to first close your game and go to the options part of your game. Now, I am running Fallout 3 on my PC, but this should work on console also. When you boot up your game, you have the option to select which DLCs you want to enable. So what I will do is close the game and go to my desktop, where I will select the option to disable the Operation Anchorage DLC. I am now on the desktop of my computer, and this time, before I hit the play button, what I will do is go into my data files and I will disable the Operation Anchorage DLC. So go ahead and disable it, press OK, and then simply press play to boot the game up again. With the DLC now deactivated, I will go ahead and load that same save file that I had before exiting the game. Fallout 3 is now telling me that some assets that I had in the game are no longer available, such as the rewards you get for completing Operation Anchorage. Given that I have disabled the DLC, these items are now no longer available, and that makes total sense. Anyway, with that said, go ahead and simply say yes to load into the game as normal. Now what we need to do is actually create another save file, preferably a new save file. So what I will do is simply go ahead and save the game. And with the game saved, I will now exit the game again back to my desktop. Now that I am back on the desktop and I have created a brand new save file that contained effectively the absence of any Operation Anchorage content, I will now go back into my data files and re-enable the DLC. And with that, I will now hit play to boot the game up. Now that I am back in the game with the DLC re-enabled, I'll simply go ahead and reload the last save file that I created. With the game now loaded, give it a moment and eventually it will re-pick up the DLC and it will re-enable that quest, allowing you to replay the DLC all over again. So this may take a little bit of time, shouldn't take too long, but let's allow that to happen. And with that, we now have the radio broadcast, which effectively will allow us to replay the Operation Anchorage DLC. Additionally, if you go into your quest log, you will actually see no further reference to Operation Anchorage. So this is evidence that we have effectively re-enabled the DLC, allowing us to replay the DLC. This is a really cool exploit. It will allow you to play the DLC as many times as you want without being too conscious about the decisions that you make, or if you've missed certain weapons or items or gear, so on. By using this glitch, if you've missed certain things, you can simply get them again because you can just reactivate that said DLC. Also, if you wanted to take, say, a slightly different path, so you wanted to select different dialogue options, you can do that also, because again, you can just simply relive and replay a DLC. Another cool thing about this is usually when you play a DLC, if you want to relive the experience, you have to start a whole new playthrough. But you don't have to do this anymore because you can just again replay the same DLC. Now, with that all said, I have been playing Fallout 3 for a number of years, pretty much since it's been out, and the same goes for the DLCs. But I did not know about this exploit. This exploit actually came from a friend of mine, Mab. Mab pretty much comments on all of my videos and is one of the first to always watch, and he's been a true supporter of Trapped in Fallout. So buddy, thank you so much for helping me relive my DLC experiences by helping me to find out about this really cool glitch that I just did not know about. Being able to replay a DLC also allows us to use the glitches and exploits for the same DLCs. Click on the video you see on the screen now to be able to get your hands on infinite ammo and godly powerful weapons from the Operation Anchorage DLC.